Hello, Zeynep.
Hi,
As usual, you're happy. What happened? Huh?
I'm sorry, I'm late.
When did you come back from school? Just now or?
No, I just forgot.
Hmm. Okay. Zeynep,
Um,
are you still actually studying about direct variation, inverse variation at school, or you finished already?
we started a new thing and I wanted to ask you about it. I just need
What
to
is it?
see.
What is the name of the topic?
Yeah, I'm checking right now.
Because also we had some word problems we didn't finish. That's why we have to see those questions, and
Um,
then we can start new thing, new topic.
we're doing proportions.
Yeah, proportion. Okay.
Yeah, but like I don't really like the most I'm having trouble with is probably the graphs and then like constant blah, blah,
Didn't we
proportionality.
study about this, Zainab? That's the proportionality, y equals kx, right? It's y equals kx. So the k is the constant of proportionality. To draw the graph, x equals 0, y is equal to 0. Just actually plot two, 3 points and connect them. That's it with a ruler. Also, last year we studied this, a special case of linear functions. It's really, really easy. The constant of proportionality, that is k. So now here, sometimes in the books, they say constant of proportionality, constant of variation, okay, the constant of, what is it, this direct variation, they mean the same thing, or the rate of change, okay. If you have special, that's specific, what is it, worksheets, we can do it together. Otherwise, okay. All right, Zainab. Now we have a few word problems. After that, we will work on this direct variation and inverse variation because everywhere is the same thing. That's why you should understand well. Just we're talking about one equation. What equation is it? Y equals kx. Y equals kx. Y equals kx. What is k? The constant of proportionality or the constant of variation. They mean the same thing. Okay. Okay, Zainab. Now we have one page left or two pages, some word problems. I also want to give you some idea about this direct variation application. Then after that, we'll talk about your question, okay? All right. So now we have done all these questions, Zainab. Once again, when we just say this direct variation, Zainab, you should just think of the equation y equals kx, right?
Mhm.
What is k?
The constant
Of
as a variable.
variation or proportionality. Okay. All right, Zainab. Let's have a look. I'm going to teach you in depth. Zainab, you need to study things in such a way that even if they change the question numbers, you should be able to understand. To do this one, you need to practice the questions in a notebook. So they can see every step, that every word you write, you can actually writing, what is it, consciously, you know what you're writing. Because writing something is very, very important factor in learning something, especially math. Okay, Zainab, now we will focus on this equation again. One constant proportionality. So our equation is y is equal to k times x, right? And from this, to find the constant of proportionality, I can find k is a constant number, y divided by x. And also in solving some questions, we have used this one. Okay, let me just delete this. I don't need this clause. All right. What is that? It is y1 over x1 is equal to y2 over x2. Because all of these things, I can write more y3 over x3 dot dot, that's equal to constant of proportionality. That's it. Just two things you have to know. Okay, the graphing is really easy if the equation is given. Okay, read the first question. First, that also read helpful hints.
Helpful hints. When solving a direct or inverse variation word problem, underline the two things, assign the first thing as a variable y and the second thing as variable x.
Okay, assign the first thing as variable y and the second thing as variable x. Again, also you don't have to memorize this. You need to understand the problem because we are talking about two different things that are related to each other. Give some examples. Like for example, you are working somewhere. In each hour, you earn $10. If you work for 1 hour, your earning is $10. 2 hours, $20. 3 hours, $30, right? So what is the constant of proportionality? 10 divided by 10, the one that is 10, which means that every hour you earn $10. That's the rate. Okay, read the first question.
Oh, I was writing it down. Hmm. Hmm.
What are you writing, Zeynep?
The hint.
Hint?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, you don't have to write it, Jim. Just, okay. Maybe you want to have some rest, right? That's why you're writing.
Okay.
Okay.
The income of a computer analyst varies directly as the number of hours worked. If the analyst earns 256 for working 8 hours, find the constant of variation.
Okay, because here is the keyword is varies directly. What does it mean? It means that the equation, if you connect this, y will be equal to k times x. What is y?
Why?
Earnings, right? How about x?
Hour?
Number of hours, right? There's a here. Now from here, if I just substitute here, then what is k? That k will be equal to y over x, right?
Yes.
So what is y? $256. But in equations, we don't write units. That's why students they don't understand much, But if I write units, maybe you can understand better. But it's not suitable for math. Math means that we write everything in the simplest form, so you can understand from the equation. 256 divided by 8. Actually, what does it mean? It means that you earn $256 if you work for 1 hour, right?
Mhm.
It means this. So which is equal to 256 divided by 8 it is 32. So the constant of proportionality or variation, whatever you call this, that's equal to 32. What does it mean? It means that every hour you are earning $32. The constant rate. And that's why it's called direct variation. That means that if you work, for example, if you double the number of hours, also your earnings will be doubled, right? 1 hour, 32. 2 hours, 2 times 32. 3 hours, 3 times 32, right? Do you still have fingernails on your finger or?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you're eating slowly, slowly, right? If you buy the whole fingernail, there will be nothing to bite. Okay, don't eat too fast. Question 2, Zainab, read it.
The gallons of water used to take a shower vary directly with the number of minutes in the shower. If an 8-minute shower uses 48 gallons of water, find the constant of variation.
Also, the keyword here is vary directly. So that means that from vary directly, I know that, okay, then I know that these two things are related by this equation. Y is equal to K times X. So it's saying that, what does Y represent here?
Um, the number of minutes.
No,
Oh,
gallons of water.
of water.
It's in the gallons of water, right? Equals, here we have K times, how about X? X represents time. If you ask Mr. Qasim, how about if I want to use Y for the number of minutes and X for number of gallons? Yes, it's also okay. That at the time it doesn't make sense. It's like I actually, what is this? I spend, like for example, I spend 0.8 minutes per gallon of water. Doesn't make sense, right? But if you say that I use 8 gallons of water every minute, it makes sense, right? And that's why. Anyway, so now we can find K. K is equal to 48 divided by 8, which is equal to 6. So the 6 means that, Zainab, that is 6 gallons of water every minute. Every minute you are using 6 gallons of water.
Hmm.
Does it make sense? See, it's a really easy question. It's direct variation problems, very easy stuff. Okay, I'll continue. Still coughing, Zainab,
Hmm?
because of your what? Did they catch cold or usual cough?
No, I'm just choking on air for some reason.
Because these days, a lot of people, they're sick because of the weather is changing. You should be careful. All right, let's continue. Next question. Read
The,
it.
sa- the sales at a baseball game vary directly with the number of people attending. If the sales for a game are $12,000 when 800 people attend, determine how many people attend if the sales for a game are 15.
You can understand the question. It's a very easy question, right?
If we do 12, that number divided by 800 and then times it by 15.
Okay, we can do in two different ways. Number one is, let's say in this way, we're using the equation. So the equation is Y is equal to K times X, right?
Uh-huh.
Because of, in the question, it's saying that very directly. If it is very directly, and its equation is this. And now let's find the constant of proportionality. It's saying that actually if the sales for a game, okay, the sales was $12,000, right? When X is 800 people, when X is 800 people, right? And now from here, I can find K. What is K? K is equal to 12,000 divided by 800. So the 0 cancel each other, right? 120 divided by 8, it is 15, right? Then the equation is this. Equation is Y is equal to 15 times X. Right? In the question, can you read the question one more time?
The sales at a baseball game vary directly with the number of people attending. If the sales for a game are $12,000 when 800 people attend.
Okay, if the sales was 15,000, right? So we have to find the number of people. That's X. Now from here, you know how to solve this equation. 15,000 divided by 15, that's equal to, what is it? 1,000. So that means that 1,000 people, right, actually came to watch this baseball game. Zainab, why we call this proportion? Okay, the proportion means that if you remember, two ratios are equal to each other. Also, you can solve this by using proportion method. What is that? If you remember, y1 over x1 is equal to y2 over x2 in direct variations. Right, Zainab?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now look at the equation. So this one is called proportion. What is y1 here in this equation? 12,000, right?
Yes.
Divided by, what is x1?
Um, 800.
800. What is y2?
15,000.
15,000. What is x2?
15.
We don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to find this, right? X. First, simplify and cross multiply. If you simplify the left-hand side, so that is 15 over 1 is equal to 15,000 over x. And now cross multiply and solve it, you will get the same answer. Two different ways of solving this question. Sometimes in the question, they may say that solve it using the proportion method. So that means I write the proportion, then solve it. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Question 4.
One's ounces of medication vary directly with the weight of the patient. If a 120-pound adult requires 3/4 of an ounce of medication, how many ounces are required for a 200-pound adult?
Okay. Ounces of medication vary directly. Again, this kind of questions, if possible, you need to always have a highlighter. So highlight the keyword. It says very directly. Immediately, I know that these two things are two quantities are related to each other by the equation y equals k times x. Okay. With the weight of the patient, if a 120-pound adult requires 3/4 of an ounces of medication, you see, I can make a table. I'll show you another method. If you make a table, okay, so this one is, let's say this x, and this one is y. And now it's saying that if the patient's weight is 120, it requires 3/4 of an ounce of medication, right? So 120 is 3/4 ounce of medication. How many ounces are required for a 200 adult? If he is 200 adult, right, 200-pound adult, how much is required? I don't know. It is y. Okay. So now if you just write the ratio, y1 over x1, so that is 3 over 4 over 120 is equal to y over 200. Okay. So now we cross multiply, Zeynep. We actually use this method a lot, right? Butterfly method. Look, at the top, I have 3/4. Now I can write 3/4 like this. 3/4 times 200. On the right-hand side, 120 times y. Zeynep, what is 3/4 of 200?
No, no.
How come you don't think? How come you don't know, Zeynep? We did this question a lot. Rational numbers. Multiply. 3/4 times 200. You're saying, I don't know. What did we study last month? Rational numbers. Wait. Zeynep, wake up.
600 over 4.
Which is equal to, what is 600 divided by 4? Why don't you first divide by 4, then multiply by 3? 200 divided by 4 and multiplied by 3.
150.
Yes. You see, you can do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now here we have 120y is equal to 150. So now we just moved 120 to the right-hand side, 150 divided by 120. Simplify this, Zainab. Can you simplify this fraction? 150 divided by 120.
One, 3 over 12.
So 0, 0 cancel each other by 3. It is 5 by 3. It is 4, right? So which is equal to 1.25. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you will try the next question. Read the question.
The number of shares varies directly with the amount of dividends received per year. If Kim owns 5 shares of stock and receives $12 per year, how many shares of stock will she need to receive $24?
If Kim owns 5 shares of stock and receives $12 per year, how many shares of stock will she need to receive $24? It's a very easy question. Without even solving this, can you answer this question?
Okay.
So for 5 shares, right? If you buy 5 shares, so you receive $12. Now to receive $24, how many shares will you have to buy?
So if she has 5 and gets $12 every year, it's asking how many stocks will she have to do to get $24 per year.
How many shares?
7.
Why 7? Why 7, Jaina? You really didn't understand anything. If you read 12 pages of book in 5 days, at this rate, how many days does it take to read 24 pages?
I didn't I didn't hear you.
If you can read 24 pages of a book in 5 days, how many days does it take to read 24 pages at this rate?
But you just said if you can read 24 pages in 5 days,
No, no,
how
12 pages. You can read 12 pages in 5 days. And how about if you read 24 pages? How many days does it take? Zainab, I think you're tired. How many fingers do you have, Zainab?
10.
10. If you need five fingers, okay, five fingers cost $12, and 10 fingers cost how much?
24.
That's it. If you buy five shares, you can earn $12 a year. To earn $24, so it's doubled. Also, you need to double the number of shares, right?
So 10.
10.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now jeton düştü derler in Turkish, right? And what does it mean?
I was doing 2. I was doing 12 times 2 equals 24.
Okay.
So to get the answer for the stocks, I said 2 because we would times 5 by 2.
So actually five shares, right? You earn $12. I was asking you, how many shares does it take to earn $24? So this one is multiplied, right? Doubled. Also, if you double this, it will be 10, right? And how about using proportion? Y1, that is 12 divided by 5, is equal to 24 divided by x. Cross multiply, 12x is equal to 5 times 24. So what is x? X equals 5 times 24, 120, divided by 12, which is equal to 10. Okay, Zainab?
Mhm.
Now you have some idea. All right, let's move on. Now, once you understand, we can solve questions really fast. You should understand the logic. Okay, Zainab, let's continue. Let's solve. How many questions we have? Only 8. Okay. Read question 1. You tell me how to do that. Okay, I'll write it down and let's do these questions really fast.
Okay. The height of a wave in California varies directly with the seconds that pass by. At 4 seconds, the wave is 6 feet high. Find the constant of variation.
Find the constant of variation. How do you find the constant of variation?
We could do y equals k times x.
So the k is equal to, okay, from that equation, what is k?
K is 4 seconds.
Y over x,
Y,
right? From the equation. So now here, what is y?
the seconds.
No, Zainab, no. Do you say second per feet or feet per second?
Feet per second.
So y should be then feet, right? 6 feet
Yes.
per means divided by 4, right? So which is equal to 1.5. Just read it, okay? If you read, you can understand which one actually makes more sense. It is second per feet or feet per second. Okay, Zeynep?
Mhm.
Question two. Read the question.
The gallons of water used to take a shower varies directly with the number of minutes in the shower. If a 6-minute shower uses 36 gallons of water, find the constant of variation.
Okay, find the constant of variation. Let me just change the color so you can see better. Find the constant of variation. What is the constant of variation?
Um, K
K.
equals yeah,
K equals,
y over x.
okay, constant of variation. In some books, they say constant of proportionality, okay? It's the
So
same thing. Then I keep in mind.
gallons, we're gonna do gallons per minute, so 36 gallons per 6 minutes.
Which is equal to simplified.
Um, sorry, 12.
36 divided by 6.
Yeah, I have to do this on paper. 36 divided by 6. 1, wait, no, that would be, sorry. 6 times, no, that one, so.
Zeynep, what is 6 times 6?
Wait, 30, oh, 36, 6.
It is 6. What happened to you?
Sorry, I'm just tired. I had a very long day, okay?
Long day? How many hours? 28 hours? 30 hours? How long is it?
7 hours of school.
About 7 hours. We have 24 hours in a day.
Okay.
I know. I'm just kidding, Zainab, because Mondays, usually it's a hard day. We get tired. I know that. Today, I'm not tired because two classes, my students, they went to visit a university. So I didn't have class. So I had rest. Otherwise, I would be really tired. Not
After
22 and a half
this week,
hours. Huh?
after this week, it's Thanksgiving break.
Yes. So you're going to have a long holiday.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, we have class or you don't want to have class during Thanksgiving holiday?
Um, I don't know.
You can talk to your parents, okay? I mean, if you have a plan, let me know earlier so that I will make also plan accordingly. If you have class, I'll make schedule for you. Otherwise, I will put other class, okay? Okay, let's continue. Question three.
Weight varies directly with gravity. If Buzz
Okay,
Aldrin,
Zainab, just stop a second. Weight varies directly. When actually read this word, immediately you have to be able to think of the equation. What equation is it?
um, K,
Y equals K times X, right? Always, because that's the equation of the what is it? Direct variation or direct variation equation. K is the constant of proportionality or variation, okay? All right, continue.
if Buzz Aldrin weighed 360 pounds on Earth, but only 60 pounds on the moon, what is the weight of a person who weighed 54 pounds on the moon? Oh, okay.
So this one is I can write on Earth, right? And on the moon.
So
Okay.
6, so times 6, so 54
Yeah,
times.
that's it, right? So now on Earth, 360,
324.
it is 60, right? What is the weight of a person who weight on the moon, right? That's 54. So this one is X, right? So 60 divided by 360 is equal to 54 over X. What is X?
324.
24, 324. That's it. 4.
Let me just quickly write this down. Okay. The number of calories in a muffin is directly proportional to the amount of sugar in the muffin. If a 200-calorie muffin has 500 grams of sugar, how many calories are in a muffin with 2,075 grams of sugar?
Now here is saying that directly proportional, directly proportional. Okay, that varies directly or directly proportional, the same thing. The number of calories in a muffin is directly proportional to the amount of sugar in the muffin. Okay, so if a 200-calorie muffin has 500 grams of sugar, okay, I can just write here. So which one is Y here? Calories or grams of sugar?
The number of, so it would be, wouldn't we do K? K equals,
You can also make a table here, okay? Like for example, y1 over x1 is equal to y2 over x2, right? What is y1? It is 200 because if sugar is 500, then that has 200 calories, right? So this 500 means input value depending on the amount of sugar. Now I'm calculating the calories, right? So this 500 is X. So 200 is calorie is Y. So here we have 200 calorie in 500 grams of sugar. And how many calories are in a muffin with 2075 grams of sugar, right? How many calories? I don't know. If the sugar level is this much. Got it? You see this y1 over x1 equals y2 over x2. Let's equal to k. And then first, before we cross multiply Zeynep, what do we do here?
simplify.
Simplify. Let's simplify this. Zeros cancel each other, right? Only two left. 5 times y. It is 5y. And here we have 2 times 2075, right? Now from this equation, y is equal to, what is 2 times 2075? Is it 4,150?
I can't do it that fast, so I don't.
Think, Zeynep, think. Look at the screen, Zeynep. Zeynep, don't do anything. Think. You know, students actually become the habit without thinking. Let me calculate. First, think. 2,000 is 4,000, right? Right?
Mhm.
Okay. How about $275?
But I already put
Hmm?
but I already got the answer.
Okay. What is it?
4,050
4,150, right?
of 100.
Yeah. Divided by 5. If you divide by 5, 830, right? So that means that if there are 2,075 grams of sugar, then it has 830 calories. Okay, Zeynep,
Mhm.
come on. 4 more questions, and I will finish the class. Now, question 5, read and do it yourself, okay? So I'll give you some time. First, read it.
Trina's paycheck earnings vary directly as the number of hours she worked.
Mhm.
If she works 19 hours and earns $187.15, what should she earn if she works 40 hours?
Before you do this question, Zeynep, can you tell me that X and Y represent what? X represents what and Y represents what?
X is the amount of money.
No,
Oh, okay.
X is the number of hours.
Oh,
Okay?
Y at the top.
Yes, Y is dollars. Okay? Okay, do it now. Right, Y1 over X1 equals Y2 over X2. and plug the numbers into your equation, simplify and cross multiply and solve it. Come on.
Is the answer 19? Wait, sorry. Is the answer 748
Okay.
6.00?
What's the answer?
7486.00.
No. Look, did you write this one first, Zainab? A187.5 divided by 19 number of hours, right? How much does he earn? I don't know. She earned Y in 40 hours, right?
Mhm.
Okay, move this 40 to the to the left hand side. Then here we have Y is equal to 187.5 times 40 divided by 19.
Oh, I did the 187.5 divided by, times 40, but I didn't do divide by 19.
Well, we have 19 here. Where is it gone?
It's not 5, it's 15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
15, yeah. Sorry, this is 15.
So should I do it again? Because I did the top, I just didn't do.
Yes, can you do it again? We can use a calculator for this, Zainab, for just calculation.
Okay, because I'm not doing this in my head. Okay, so 394.
That's correct. That is 394. Okay. Let's see, y equals kx, or this. Read question 6.
In scuba diving, the time it takes the diver to ascend safely to the surface varies directly with the depth of the dive. If it takes 0.75 minutes to reach the surface from a 45-foot dive, determine the time it will take to reach the surface from a 120-foot dive.
Okay, so first tell me, Zeynep, that x represents what and y represents what?
I represents the time.
What?
Y represents the minutes.
Yes, time. No, y represents the depth,
Oh,
and x represents time. Because if it takes 0.75, right, to reach, because the time changed, then the depth changed. So you can write here, let me write the equation once again, y1 over x1 equals y2 over x2, right? So y is depth. It is 45 foot or feet, right, in 0.75 seconds. And how about if it is 120 foot, right, or feet dive? It takes how much time? I don't know. Let's say it is x. But actually, Zena, when you're solving this equation, you write x and y. When yx, it doesn't change the problem. You get the same thing. But when you're writing the equation, at the time, it matters.
okay.
What did you get?
I got 45x equals 120.
45. X is equal to
One,
120 times 0.75, right?
mhm, which is
And if you multiply the Zena because of the zero, I can shift this decimal point 1 unit to the right, right?
so 90.
90. And divided by 45.
90 divided by 45. 2.
Yes. Right? Okay. Zeynep. So next time we'll work on inverse proportion. Did you also study inverse proportion at school?
Yeah.
What is inverse proportion? In direct proportion, Zainab, the ratio is constant, right?
Yes.
Right? Y over x. But in inverse proportion, y times x equals a constant number. The product is constant. Like, for example, one example for this inverse proportion, what is it? Speed and time. If you're traveling from Atlanta to Houston, right? It can come by aeroplane, it can come by car, it can come by bicycle, it can come by train, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you travel at higher speed, it takes less time. If you travel at lower speed, it takes more time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that time and the what is it, speed, they are inverse proportions to each other. Did you eat your dinner?
No.
Are you going to eat your dinner?
Yeah.
What is this?
What is what?
What is for dinner today?
No clue.
Do you ever cook?
Yeah, but like not dinner. I help make dinner. Or if I'm just hungry, I'll make something.
Okay. Zeynep, that's it. Have a good day. Monday is a bit hard day, but still, you don't give up. My favorite quote is work hard, dream big, and never give up.
Is that from like Martin Luther King?
Yeah, I like this
Oh,
one. I always use it in my worksheets and write this. I believe that in hard work, just being intelligent, smart is not enough. If you don't work hard, you cannot achieve anything.
that quote was at our school, like on the wall.
Okay. Okay, Zainab, have a good day. See you on Thursday. Okay. Bye bye.